Inside, 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 inside. What we're really doing is we're going to weave our hands inside and outside. So it doesn't matter which hand he's going to come with or which hand. I want to be able to block it no matter what. What that means is when I'm standing here like this, if he decides he wants to come, I don't know which hand I'm going to hit him with. I'm going to block with. Okay? What I don't want to do is I don't want to have this hand trapped down here. So he comes, I never know what I'm going to do. But don't forget the footwork still comes into play here. I'm just setting him up because if I decide here, go ahead. Coming up here, I want to really get that elbow. Now there's the other part of that situation here, that coming up motion. Like Wes said, you take that motion and I take it out here. Okay. It says that up. That's why I said it doesn't matter how you do it, but you have to work with it. Some people never get it.
The thing is, people are coming with the puppet.
That's fine. I'll put you in a position. How do you get so when you come, because that's the straight line, in my position, in this hand is called Kuntao, inside or outside, is a small circle. So my small circles teach you a long straight line. I can't do it back here. I can't do it back here. But I can do it this way back here. I'll come in and make a small circle here. My elbow's up, but my elbow comes down. It's me bringing my elbow to the ground. I've got it. So now, instead of my small circle being here, a small circle here. From that distance here. So it's that small circle here.
Wing Chun or Silat? Or both? Some combination of the two again?
Combination.
That's what I thought.
Again, first move, coming in, cross. With the blade, cross. Now, if I take the blade and I go blade down, the motion stays the same, but the action is going to be a little different. When he comes in, now, this is the cut. I also have the ability to come back. Same situation, blade down. He comes in, kill shot. Right back here, but I'm able to control. Move anything I want to around, all right? This becomes a tool as well as a weapon. Same motion. Laid out, catch, cut. Comes inside, check, cut. Number 2 is going to be what? Straight. I can do this here, stab anywhere here, but I'm still, again, using the tool to control anything that I want to be able to do. Lay down, edge out. That's basically I've also had the pleasure of meeting and training with other professors of Hadi, you know, some of those things. But I had retired. I basically felt that I had nothing else to learn or to, and I've always been one that's never really wanted to share. And I was training for myself. I never wanted to be the one that's up here talking to people or demonstrating. It was something that I did for me. And Hadi kept saying, you got to get out there. You got to get back. You got to get to do it. You know anybody in Atlanta? He'd come and we would train in my basement. I'm like, no, I don't know anybody, you know, in terms of that. But again, it goes back to him forcing me out of my comfortable position to find somebody, and that particular person was Sifu Walker. And he knew me again from that 6 degrees of separation that put me in a place where Seafood Francis Farm, and other individuals such as this person, that person, and myself. And I said, have you ever heard of this thing called Silat? He's like, yes, I've heard it, but I've never seen it. I pulled out my phone and said, seen this? And he said, in a group, and he says, wow, I've never seen anything like that. I said, well, he's going to be in town at my house for 2 weeks. And I'd like to know if you can help him pull a seminar together for him. So within less than a week or 2 weeks or something along those lines, he contacted 6 or 7 or 10 individuals. I don't know how many people were there that week. But Pastor Ghee was one of them. We demoed that weekend. I assisted Group Hadi, and some individuals were all interested because it was something that they had never seen before, or at least in that sort of demonstration in terms of what it is that was being offered as far as this particular seminar. Pastor Reed was one of those people that came and expressed interest after that. So when you talk about dedication that this man has and his ability to, one, manage and maintain a working martial arts for over 3 years was enough to impress me. I don't know anybody outside of very few individuals that have just gone on to do that. But the interest that he expressed was one that was fascinating to Guru Hadi and myself. And we said, well, if you wanted, he's leaving town. I'm the only one that's here that can even remotely pass on the information that he gave to us. But there were restrictions that were put on me, not only by Guru Hadi, but other teachers that I knew. And those were that I could not go to any other school to teach. Anybody that wanted to learn this had to come to me. These were different things. So I set up a training facility for those people that were at that seminar that wanted to come and train this particular system of the information that Guru Hadi had left. But the requirement was once a week, my house, 7:30, 8 o'clock, or whenever it was, Master Ghee came to my house every Thursday for over a year. But that showed his determination to find something that he liked and he wanted to learn. It was amazing to me that kind of commitment that he did. He would leave here after teaching 7:30, 8 o'clock and drive all the way to Decatur. We'd sit at my house and we'd train in the kitchen and wherever. I showed videos that were years old that sparked that interest. But this man put that time in with me to be able to allow us to be able to come and share this information with his school. It was after that, and I'll make this pretty short, but after he came to me for over a year to be able to do that at my house, he agreed to host Guru Hadi that second year. I said, well, I'll come up to your school and work with your students in preparation for that particular event that's coming up. It was at that time that I got a chance to meet the others, his other students, or his students that were here, people that I had never known. And if I look around, a lot of these people were at my house yesterday. So it's turned out to be something more than I expected, and I think more than Guru Hadi expected, in terms of the level of interest. There are people that are still with us today. There are people that still contact us, but the interest and the love, as well as the camaraderie that has been shown to Guru Hadi and myself, has made this into what is now our family, or my family. It has forced me into a position where I never wanted to be able to share something, to be able to call other people my students, or be able to understand how do you pass this information along. And there's only one way. You have to do it. When you look at that kind of determination for everybody that wants to be a martial artist, you've got to put the time in. Whether it's, by the day, by the week, by the year, or by the decade. Life.
A whole lot.
It's a whole lot of time it has to be put in, and this man has done his share. And I have to agree with some of these other people that said that I've never seen anybody be able to break out information that can pass it along to people in a written format. Scared me about it to death. First time he came to my house, he wrote what, a 4-page, 6-page?
Couldn't even read.
Couldn't read. It was a book. about what he had picked up line by line, move by move, or whatever it was. So you could just read this outline that he did and understand what he was amassing in his own mind and his own way. But the ability to pass that along to students is something that amazes me when I see him today. There's no way that I could have got the black belt in math principle. But coming back down around to the things that got us to this particular point and where those lines cross, Wing Chun is one of my base arts. And that's what people know me for in this particular town. But my time goes back to New York, studying Shotokan and with some other folks here in town. But it was my introduction to Francis Fong that led me to understand that particular part of Wing Chun. So that's what people know me by. I migrated into Silat because of other teachers that I've had at Magda in particular, but that influence, the whole West Coast influence of Silat landing on the West Coast, and migrating this way is to where we are now. Now it's in the South, thanks to this man and this man, not me. I'm just a facilitator, try and keep this information together, but I'm so happy to be a part of this particular school, to meet Master Reed and talk about titles. Babataji has his share, but we have another saying that we like to refer to Master Reed, and that is not secret. This is a name that was given to him because Master, Sifu, Guru, all of that. Adi has a way of naming people, maybe like this one, I'm still not sure what it is. I have a name, but I'm not going to call my own name.